Good day, students. Now let's talk about chart of accounts and general ledger in SAP. So as you can see here, we have an illustration on how SAP organizes its chart of accounts. We have here drawer, call this as drawer. For assets, we have here drawer number one, so on and so forth, up to tax and extraordinary items. Now, basically, we do have what we call as levels, or somewhat like the order, no, or the arrangement of the accounts in a drawer, like for your assets, liabilities, capital, up to taxation and extraordinary items. SAP treat this as level 1. You call it as level 1. Okay. For the balance sheet accounts, the first 3 drawers, you have your asset, liabilities, as well as the equity. You call it as capital and reserves. And this reflect the monetary value of the company, or other term for the balance sheet accounts, the statement of financial position. And then the last 5 drawers, we'll see this in the account later on. The last 5, you have turnover. Actually, this is for your income or the revenue account, cost of sales, your operating expenses, the non-operating expenses or cost, and then taxation and extraordinary items. Now, you might be wondering, like, why is it SAP contains an extraordinary item wherein in the Philippines, we did not allow, or we are not allowed to recognize extraordinary items. Take note that this particular format is taken from the account coming from the Germany, since they are the one creating SAP, no? So they allowed extraordinary items. So that is why we do have a drawer for that one. But in the Philippines, we're not allowed to record extraordinary items. And then take note that the bookkeeping balances of these accounts has to be cleared at the end of the fiscal year. That's the very nature of the profit and loss accounts. We call it as nominal or the temporary accounts. It will be closed at the end of an accounting period. Okay. And the profit and loss accounts reflect the changes in the company value. You have here the reports that we can generate are the following. We have the statement of financial position or the balance sheet. We have the trial balance and the profit and loss statement. Actually, we can see this one in the financials module. And for our chart of accounts, this arranges a company's general ledger accounts in the hierarchical structure. The top level in the structure, the level 1, consists of sections or groups for different type of accounts. The one I have mentioned to you, the drawer, represents the level 1. That's the hierarchy of the structure. The number of account groups depend on the localization that was selected when the company was created and cannot be modified by the user. And the system displays the section as a cabinet drawer. Each drawer has a section title, which you cannot change. And the system displays the lower level title in blue and the normal active accounts in black. Later on, I will show this to you when we open our company file. Now, as you can see here, I'll just explain this particular figure. Now, as to the hierarchy of the accounts, like again, I have mentioned, we have level 1, the drawer accounts, like asset, liabilities, etc. Now, under this account, like for example, if it is asset, the classification of asset, like you would say current and non-current asset, or in this case, you have fixed asset and current assets Okay, that's level 2, classification of asset. Now, if ever this fixed asset will have a sub-account, like under fixed asset, you have PPE, property, plant, and equipment, you have land, etc. You call it as level 3. Okay, and then ultimately, if you will put a sub-account to this tangible asset, like the one I have mentioned to you, land and buildings, plant and machinery, you call it as level 4. Now, if ever your land and buildings will have another sub-account, like building and then freehold land, then that's level 5. And take note that this is the last level in the structure. And automatically, if the account is level 5, automatically the account is an active account. And as you can see here, this blue fonts here as to level 2, level 3, level 4. If it is in blue, it means that's a title account. Title account, you can add a sub-account. Okay? And then, since level 5 is already the last hierarchy of the chart of accounts, therefore, automatically, it's an active account. So, when you have an active account, you cannot add a sub-account. Ultimately, this is the account that you use for postings in your transactions. Okay? Now, there are also accounts here displayed in green, but not here in our, not presented here in the picture. We'll have it later on in our individual account or in our branch accounts. Okay, so let's take a look at our account here. So again, you can access this one in the financials module. Let's click financials and then chart of accounts. So you can see here, these are our drawers. Level 1, the hierarchy is level 1. And under assets, you have a classification like fixed asset. And then we have the current assets. If I will click on this one, as you can see, it will display here as level 2. Okay. Now, under current assets, you have another classification. This one, it's level 3. Okay. And then, under this level 3 account, you have another title account, raw materials and consumable. So it means this is inventory or stock. So this is level 4. Again, title account. That's the classification, either title or active. And then ultimately, the last level is level 5. It's an active account. As you can see here, for the active account, we do have a balance. So these active accounts are used in the transaction for posting as to account that we will debit and account that we will credit. Let me just close this one. Now, there are accounts here that are in green. You call it as, let me check if we have a account that is in green. This one. Maybe you cannot see it clearly on your end. Work in progress. So basically, if it is in green, as explained, these are what we call as the controlled account. Let me emphasize this one. Okay. Accounts that you have entered in the GL account determinations are displayed in green. These are, again, you call it as a control account because this particular account is the account that you use in posting for your inventory or related to your sales or related to your purchases. Even this one, maybe you cannot see it clearly on your screen. This is in green. The color is in green. This is also the control account. Most of the time, control accounts are cash and then related to your inventory. Let me check if we have here the account for our cash or the petty cash. As you can see here, these are actually in green. These are control accounts related to our accounts receivable. This one, as well as raw materials, that's related to our inventory. Now, maybe, again, you cannot clearly see it on the screen. Petty cash also is in green. This is a cash account. Sorry. This one is a control account. So it is under GL determination. This is a cash account. As well as this one. A bank account is a cash account. So these are control accounts in green. Now, how are we going to add a account in the chart of accounts? So again, under financials, you click edit chart of accounts. Okay, let us click asset. Okay, now to have this functionality or so that we can add a particular account, you have to choose what particular classification or you have here what particular account that we're going to create. Under what account? For example, cash in bank. Okay. Now we do have two options. We can add a same level account or add sub-level account. If you're going to add same level account, it means the account that we'll create is level 4. Same level with cash in bank. And then we have the classification as to the details. Is it title or active? Now, aside from that, we can also add an account that is sub-level, like going back in our example. Let me just close this one. We'll just click cancel. Again, let's go back to cash. So if ever I will add a sub-level, it means the next level is level 5. Automatically, it's a active account. If it is level 5, it should be active account. And then the GL account name, I will encode. Like I will have bank account 2. I will assign it as 161011. Or 20. And then account name is, as you can see here, the code is already in table. It means this particular code has already exists. So we have to change this one. Let's try it 001. Okay. And then we'll have the account bank account 2. And then we will click update. Then click OK later on. Now, as you can see here, our account has been posted. You have here bank account 2. Okay, let me check if this is the correct account. This one, bank account 2. This is level 5. But on your end, I think we will not create another set of account in our chart of accounts since our accounts are complete. We'll just make use of these accounts here that have been posted. And take note, we can delete an account so long as you have not yet used this account. But if we have posting for this specific account, we cannot delete it anymore. Like if I will try to delete this one, this account that I have created, just click the account and then right click and then click advance and then delete account. Okay, so I have deleted that particular account and then I will click update. And then while it is processing, okay, I will click cancel. And then we will create another account. Let's take a look at liabilities. Okay, as you can see here, liabilities in drawers, that's level 1. And then the classification of liabilities, current and non-current, so that's level 2. Under current, you have another title account, creditors due within 1 year. Another title account under level 3, creditors due within 1 year, is bank loans and overdraft. This is level 4. So you can still choose this and as a title account. And then ultimately for level 5, automatically it's an active account. So as you can see here, it's in black. The title accounts are in blue. Okay. Now, if we're going to create a particular account under creditors due within 1 year under level 3, so let's say we will add a level 4 account. So we will click add sub level. So that's the next level. So it's level 4. Okay, add sub level. For example, we say 20. Let's try to add a particular account number that is not existing. Account name, accounts payable, and then update. Operation successful. Let's take a look at this account. So you have here accounts payable, level 4. Now, if ever we want to add a sub-account of these accounts payable, since this is a title account, as you can see, so sub-level, let's say it's 207113, and then accounts payable 1. Again, this is just a sample in our chart of accounts, and then update. So as you can see here, automatically it becomes active account. And again, you cannot add a sub-level if the account is active, even though it's still level 3 or level 4. You can only add a sub-account if the account you have highlighted is a title account. Okay? So it should be active account, level 5. Just click OK. And let's go back to our discussions here. The next discussion is all about posting period. So it means when we post a new accounting period, okay, like this year is 2022. And if you're going to record another accounting period, that's for 2023. So you have to create a new posting period. And every time we will create a posting period, it will have a sub period like a year, or no, it's a quarter or a month or days. You can access posting period by clicking administration, system initialization, and then posting period. So for example, here, administration, and then system initialization, and then posting period. System initialization, posting period. So these are the created posting periods. 2006 down to, let me check. Of course, our latest is we have 2023. Okay, we do have 2023. This is good for the next year. Now, to add a new period, you just click this one and then encode the period code and period name like 2024. Same period name, 2024. Sub-periods, this is quite important. You have to click either months or days. In our case, let us use months. Automatically, you will have 12 number of periods. And your posting date is from January 1 to December 31. Now, if you have mistakenly click the year sub-periods, okay, the disadvantage for this one is that you cannot post transaction from, let's say, February, March, April. This is good for just 1 year. So we have to be very careful in terms of adding a new posting period. We should choose months. And then we will click add. Okay. Now, in your case, we will not do this one as of this time. So as you can see here, this is the new period that we have created. That's 2024, and then good for 12 sub-periods from January to December. And then I will click OK. Okay, so far, those are the things that we will tackle for this session about chart of accounts and posting period. I do hope you have learned something with this particular video, and I will see you again for our next session. Thank you.